But typically, getting released from behind bars can serve as a new beginning for most inmates. However, in some instances, it's common that just before an inmate's release date, they'll commit another crime to remain locked up. Now, Quentin Smith speaks with legal experts to find out why. So, Quentin, why do some inmates not want to be released?
Well, Scott, for many inmates, they get accustomed to life behind bars. In fact, some have spent more time being locked up than they have being out in the free world. So when it's time to be released back into society, they're not ready. And as a result, they fall back on what's familiar to them. Most inmates are eager to be released from behind bars, eager to leave the barbed wire fences and the jail cell behind and re-enter into society. But for others, that's not always the case.
We'd like to refer to those as prisonization, where they have anxiety about returning to the free world, and their normal habits, that routine, daily routine is what they've become used to in prison.
I do know that sometimes people are conditioned to a prison lifestyle, unfortunately, and it makes it difficult for them to transition back into civilian lifestyle.
District Attorney Scott Cologne and investigator Stephen Woodruff believe homelessness, not being able to adapt to society, and getting comfortable being in the same environment for so long are a few of the reasons inmates don't want to re-enter into society.
They have nobody in the free world. They don't have any family to help support them. They have no jobs. So it's kind of like an insurance policy. They're there, and when they're in prison, they've got their meals taken care of, they've got their health care taken care of, they got a place to sleep, it's warm or it's cool in the summer. It's a sense of home for them.
Getting reacclimated to the outside can sometimes be a rough transition for inmates.
I think that if you're around certain people for too long, that you get adjusted to a certain way, and I think prisons need to do a better job of probably transitioning people back into society so they can be ready for that different environment.
Cologne believes there should be more halfway homes throughout the state. He also says prisons need to do a better job of talking with inmates about what to expect once they get released, as well as implementing things such as weekend passes and other programs to get inmates ready for life after prison.
We need to make sure we support people that are being released, because we want to make sure that we put them in a position where they don't commit any future crimes and nobody else is victimized.
Now, there are also instances where someone has been released from prison and they're back home, but they're having a hard time getting adjusted back into society. So they'll commit another crime just to go back in. However, I do want to point out there are multiple prisoner reentry programs all throughout the state to help solve this problem. For more information on those programs, just visit our website at WCBI.com.